Hi guys. Today we're going to talk about the convention bag and what I pack in mine. The convention bag. Probably one of the single most important things for a convention goer that you could possibly put together. This is also speaking of like one-time experience for me so far. So I want to talk about today how I packed my bag for convention, because my bag packing was probably a little bit different than most convention bags, because I had to pack for a 2-year-old and myself. So let's get to it. It's not a very exciting bag. I like it, but I've had it forever. I don't know where it came from, but it was my best option because it has so many pockets. 1, 2, 3 pockets for all the things. So in the front pocket, I put mostly Leo's stuff. I put his pull-ups, I put his wipes, I put everything that I was going to need like right away. If we had to go to the bathroom and change, they were going to be right in the pocket that I wouldn't have to go digging around for all my stuff. And then in this front mesh pocket, I put my phone, I put my phone charger, and I think I put gum so I didn't have bad breath throughout the day. And then in the big pocket, I put our change of clothes, and then I put, I think that's it. That's really all I put in the big part was change of clothes, because his change of clothes was another simple cosplay that just happened to be a pair of like sweatpants and like a yellow tank top. And something really simple. So that way, if he had to change, he wasn't just in regular clothes. He could still be in cosplay. It was, for me, if I needed a change of clothes, they were just a regular change of clothes. But him being 2 years old, I expected him to spill food on himself, spill drinks on himself, and just get dirty. And so I wasn't really concerned about that. And it really wasn't that big of a deal. So, because I made his costume pretty simple, and it wouldn't have been a huge deal if he spilled food on it. So in the big main part, there was our change of clothes, and then I also put together like a little travel kit of must-haves. After watching other people's videos on what they packed, I put together my own, and I just happened to have this clear bag in my closet. So one of the things that I actually went out and bought was a tiny brush. That way I could keep my own hair in check throughout the day, because I didn't wear a wig. I just used my hair for my Tsubaki cosplay. And so that way I could just, keep it looking nicer and not a mess. And then I bought a little pair of, like a travel deodorant, because it gets hot around hundreds of people. And halfway through the day, it's going to run out. So I packed that. I packed ladies' stuff, which I don't have to explain. I'm not going to explain that, because I don't want to. I packed Band-Aids because I have a 2-year-old boy. And I figured if he was going to run around and act like a little superhero, that he was probably going to bump and scrape himself. So I packed those just in case. Ibuprofen. I don't use it very often, but I figure, why not have it? I mean, if someone needs it at the convention, then I've got it, and it can be helpful. And I didn't know, maybe my niece needed some hair ties, because these go missing, right along with spare socks and scissors and nail clippers and spoons. They disappear, and half my hair is up in a ponytail, so I needed spare ones just in case that one broke. And you know that when you're at a convention and there's nowhere near to buy these, it's going to break. You're just going to have to expect that. Excuse me. Safety pins, because you never know when your cosplays are going to fall apart. And I needed these in order to even wear my cosplay, because I ran out of time to put buttons on my belt. So I needed these to actually wear my completed costume. So the morning of the convention, I had to run to the grocery store and get safety pins so I could actually wear my costume. Then I packed one of these, which is, it's just a block charger for your phone. You just plug it in. You know how they work. I didn't need it, which was nice, but that's probably because I didn't go on social media a whole lot while I was there. I took a lot of pictures. I took some videos. That's pretty much all I did. I texted back and forth with my niece when she wanted to go see something, and Leo was running the other direction. So I had to make sure that my phone was on and charged and stuff like that. So this was a last resort kind of thing. And I didn't use it, but if I had been on social media more, posting photos, doing stuff, I probably would have ran out a lot sooner than I did. We only went for the one day. We didn't get a hotel room or anything like that. So this was kind of a must-have just in case. And that was kind of like right in the front of my bag. And so everything just went in like my nice neat little pouch here, and everything stayed together. I'm kind of a weirdo when it comes to organizing and making sure things are like readily available when I need them. And so this bag being really organized was quite a must-have, where if Leo needed something out of the bag, I was able to just open the bag and get it for him. One thing that I planned on packing, but I didn't because I forgot, probably because I was so preoccupied with getting safety pins for my costume, I forgot to pack snacks. And I'm bad mom for not packing snacks. And I am the luckiest person alive when my son didn't have a meltdown when I didn't have snacks. But the problem with not having the snacks was that I had good snacks, okay? I had applesauce and pretzels and goldfish and Teddy Grahams and all this stuff planned on taking to the convention. I forgot it all, and we had to eat popcorn and gross soft pretzels because there wasn't anything close, really, to go get food. Like there was a Starbucks, and there were little tiny concession stands that had popcorn and pretzels, and and they had water and pop, but it wasn't food. It wasn't a meal. So that is something I will not forget when we go to the next convention. And the stuff was expensive. The popcorn I bought was probably like $6. I think I paid $5 for a pretzel. I don't remember what I paid, but I just remember being like, what? And then I bought 2 big things of water. And we stood in line at the Starbucks for probably half an hour, if not longer. And thank goodness Leo was an angel for it, because I can't imagine. I was getting annoyed standing in that line for that long, and he was so good and waited, and I got him like a bag of chips. I got him some string cheese. I got him like whatever he looked at in the Starbucks, he got, because he was so good standing in line to just get water. And I won't ever forget the snacks again. And then another thing that I'm going to make sure to pack is our own water. And on that note, I've got reusable water bottles for both of us. I have this one, which is a shaker bottle for my workouts. And then this one is just a cute Spider-Man one I found for Leo. And he loves his water bottles. And so those I was just going to have them, and then have, extra like big water bottles in my bag. And then another thing that I packed for myself was, these are little containers for supplements. I was going to put protein and BCAAs and then pre-workout in here too, so I could kind of stay on track with my workout plan and not stray too far. But I knew throughout the day we were going to drink mostly water because it was hot. It's the middle of May. We're surrounded by hundreds of people. It was hot, and especially carrying around the bag. It was hot. But one thing that I'm doing differently for the next convention, we're going to is Anime Midwest in Chicago next week. I found a bag for Leo. It was $3 at Walmart. Steal. And it's got cars on it. It's super cute. He'll love it. And I got him his own little tag to put on it. It's like on mine. It's going to have my name and phone number on it just in case we lose our bags. And I figured this way he can carry around his own little snacks. He can carry around his water bottle. He can carry around his change of clothes. Maybe his pull-ups. I'll probably carry around the wipes because they're heavy. And he loves stuff like this. He likes carrying his own stuff. He likes doing his own thing. He likes doing everything that everyone does. So that's one thing that I'm going to do differently. So I may switch up this bag with something smaller, and then he's got his bag with all of his stuff in it. So I hope this helps anybody else, any moms or dads that go to conventions. I didn't bring a stroller. He likes to walk. I didn't feel it was necessary for me to bring a stroller. Parking wasn't that far away, and I'm not opposed to carrying him if I have to. And he was a champ all day. It was probably one of the best days ever so far. And he was mesmerized by all the superheroes. There was Transformers. He loved it. So if you're on the fence about bringing your kid to a convention, jump the fence. Bring them. It's fun. It's so fun. And everyone there was so nice to him. They thought he was so cute. They loved his costume, and he loved the attention. He loved running around the area where you could take photos. He loved jumping off of stuff. He loved seeing all the people. The only downside was he didn't nap throughout the day. I thought he would have, but he didn't. But I think just him being occupied by everything was fine, because as soon as we got in the car and we're headed back home, he conked out and he slept until like the next morning. So I hope this helps anyone who is trying to pack for a convention, who is bringing kids. Don't bring everything. Just bring like your essentials. They'll distract themselves. I didn't bring any toys. I didn't bring a stuffed animal. I didn't bring anything. I didn't bring anything for him to actually interact with, because he was interacting with everything around him. He loved it. So yeah, that's my con bag. If you guys follow me on Instagram or YouTube or TikTok or anywhere, we're going to be in Anime Midwest in Chicago. I guess I'll post where we're going to be. We'll be out and about. I'm going to be Tsubaki again, and Leo's going to be Black Star. New and improved costumes a little bit. I put a little bit more detail into mine, and I put a little bit more detail into Leo's. So kind of new and improved. They're looking a lot better than they were at Anime Central. So if you guys want more videos, I'm gonna post more whether you guys want it or not. So if you want notifications, go ahead and click subscribe, ding the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video.